This is question number 14 on the November 2014 calculator paper. Okay, first thing we notice is there's a star next to the question number, and that means there's marks for quality of written communication. The question says Peter has £20,000 to invest in a savings account for 2 years. He finds the information about 2 savings accounts, and he has Bonus Saver, which offers compound interest, 4% for the first year, then 1.15% each year after that, and then fixed rate, which is a compound interest as well, and that's 2.5% each year. Peter wants to have as much money as possible in his savings account at the end of 2 years. Which of these accounts should he choose? So at the end, we need to write a sentence to say Peter should choose one or the other of the accounts because it'll give him more money. Okay, so we know he has £20,000 to save over 2 years. We have 2 accounts which are giving him money at compound interest. Now, because it's compound interest, I'm going to have to use a multiplier for all the rates of interest that he's given. 4%, its multiplier is going to be 1.04. 1.5%, if it was 1.1%, it would be 1.01, but because it's 1.5%, it's 1.015. Okay, so you need to make sure you understand multipliers that you use in conjunction with compound interest and work these out to begin with. For the fixed rate, its multiplier, if that was 2%, it would be 1.02, but because it's 2.5%, it's 1.025. Okay, so I'm taking care to make sure I've written these in. And now I'm going to actually work out which of them is going to pay him more after 2 years. So I'm going to split the page in two. And I'm going to do my workings for the bonus saver on one side and for the fixed rate on the other. So if you look at this, now remember he has £20,000 he wants to save. He wants to save it for 2 years. So for the bonus saver, he has £20,000 he wants to save, and he's going to save it for the first year at a rate of 1.04%. I'm going to put that in brackets, and that's for 1 year, so it's going to be to the power of 1 times, and 1.5%, its multiplier is 1.015, and that's for the second year. So altogether it's 2 years. The first year it's at 4%, and then the second year, that's an extra year, it's 1.015 to the power of 1. I'm going to put this into my calculator and work out a result. I'm going to put it here, 20,000 times 1.04 to the power of 1. I don't need to put that in. Power of 1 means it's unchanged, and 1.015 again to the power of 1 makes no difference to it. If I work out my answer, I'm getting £21,112. So that's how much money he earns on the bonus saver after 2 years. I'm going to do a similar calculation for the fixed rate. And again, he still has £20,000 that he wants to invest. He wants to invest it for 2 years, and the fixed rate has exactly one rate, 1.025 is my multiplier, and that's going to be to the power of 2. I'm going to square that. So on my calculator, I'm squaring it because it's 2 years, remember? So I'm going to put in 20,000 times 1.025 squared. That gives me £21,012.50. So that's £21,012.50. Okay, so looking back at the question, which of these savings accounts should he choose? Peter wants to have as much money as possible in the savings account after 2 years. So we could see that the bonus saver actually gets him more money. And I'm going to write that as a sentence at the end. Peter should choose the bonus saver as it gives him more money at the end of 2 years. Okay, so this question is pretty straightforward. It's also a very, very popular type of question in the exam that deals with compound interest. Here's the full solution. Make sure you do understand how to get the multipliers. Make sure you do understand how to do the calculation, and always look out for starred questions so you can actually write the sentence at the end of the question and pick up all the marks for it.